The upcoming segment discuss content that is of adult nature. The views and opinions expressed are not that of the SABC and are that of participating contributors and listeners, and do not reflect that of the official policy or position of Metro FM.
It's 26 after 10 o'clock. Good morning to you and yours. And of course, Somizi is back. He's here.
27 after 10. Hi, Kuto.
Missed you.
I did not, but I'm here.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, God, did you miss me?
I did.
Nice.
Okay.
Keep it up. Before you start, I have a journal for the first time.
A journal. Well
a
done.
Journal.
Well done.
And I wrote for the first time today.
Title of it?
The title of the journal, I forgot. It was a gift.
No, the title of what you wrote today.
Oh, you must write a title. I wrote a date.
Okay.
And then I started writing how I feel. I said I woke up feeling grateful today. I woke up feeling amazing today. Yeah. And I woke up feeling energetic today. But also, I woke up realized that, damn, I have exceeded my goals for 2026 times 200%.
Is this financially or just in general?
Anyway,
I love that.
You point it. I've exceeded. Last year, this time, I was quarter way of my 2025 goals.
Yeah.
And this year, I am 200%. I heard.
Well done,
I'm thriving. Lord, I feel like I've reincarnated. And Thibaut Touch is in me. Like the confidence got Thibaut Touch. I feel like I've eaten steaks zezinjas got Thibaut Touch. Like my confidence level is untouchable. Nobody can tell me anything. My problems.
Let's go. Good morning, Anonymous. Hi, Anonymous.
Okay, I'm a little bit nervous. First time I call on radio. Okay, me and Anonymous have been dating about 8 months now. So we've been dating. We had them on and off and on off. So we had a conversation about our beliefs, and on the start of our relationship, I made it clear that I actually believe there's a certain belief that I have, and she also has a certain belief. Okay, cool. We continue dating, and when we go on and dating, I initiated that we should go to church together. Then we actually went to church together the first time, and then we went to church the second time.
Anonymous, can I just interject? When you say you have a particular belief, she has a particular belief, do you mind sharing those beliefs with us?
Okay, I'm a Christian, and she believes in her own powers.
Her own powers?
Yes, she believes in herself.
Okay.
Yes, so... well, basically, I tried to convince her to go to church with me so she can experience it herself. We went to church the first time, and then the first time we didn't discuss about it. And the second time we had a conversation when we came back to church on a Sunday. It was a Sunday. We sat down, and I said to her, "So, Anonymous, since we went to church, what's your feel? How do you feel? Do you think you can actually follow my faith, my belief?" And she was like, "It's too soon to tell." And then I'm saying, "Okay, cool, it's understood. However, what's your feel when you at church? How do you feel? It's more like you it's more like you in class. So what did you learn that maybe you don't know?" And then she just said that it's too soon. However, I believe everyone has a belief, and she still insisted that she believes in herself, and she continued and said that she believes she is her own God. That's what she said. And then I got a little bit frustrated with those words, and I ended up saying words that are not nice. I said to her, it looks like controller imimoya or something. And then she got angry, which is understood. I shouldn't have said that because it's a Jenny. So I got worried again. She deleted the Bible. When we were at church, I realized that she deleted the Bible. And also that if she deleted the Bible, it means that she's not interested. Okay, fast forward, it was on a Sunday. We chilling, and then he just went quiet. We went quiet for a moment. We gave each other a moment. And suddenly she said that she wants to go home. Okay, I accompany her home. When I drop her off, and then she sends me a text and says that what I said was not right, and she feels that I'm telling her all those sort of stuff that unenimoya and all that. So I pick up a phone and I call her and say, I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. It was totally out of order. And then she tells me that she is not willing to follow my belief. We had a conversation there again. We had that conversation again later that night. So I told her that I'm willing to compromise. Love is about compromise. I'm willing to compromise everything as I have before. However, I feel like my faith is the foundation of our relationship. Because we do want to get married, I feel like my kids and my family should actually, I feel like they should follow what I believe in. And she said that that's not the case. She can't. And then I said that, okay, it means that we won't work. And she was like, yeah, I guess so. So because me and her share a business, we have a business together. Same day, it was still on a Sunday. And then she was like, okay, I'm sending your stuff. And she got me hailing. Then she said my stuff, everything, my laptop, work. And then I was like, oh, okay. But I was the one that said we won't work. So probably she acted out of me saying that. Fast forward, on Monday, I went to her place. And then I just went to her place and then got to her. I tried hugging her. She pushed me away. And I told her that I don't like what's happening and I didn't mean all those things. And she said that she insisted that I meant them. So on that Monday, and then I went away. We didn't talk or anything. We didn't speak or anything on Monday, whatever. Tuesday again, we still didn't speak. And then on Wednesday, we started talking. I went to her place again. And then I told her that whatever that's happening between us, I'm not coping. I'd like us to talk, and we spoke, but we didn't reach a conclusion. She insisted that she still stands on what she believes in. So fast forward again, from that Sunday until Thursday, I went to her place again. We had an appointment where we had to go. I fetched her. We went there. We didn't speak much. Okay, fast forward, it was on a Thursday. I actually went to her place, and when I came back, there was no electricity where I live, and I couldn't text her that I'm home. So I slept. In the morning, I didn't get any text from her or anything, and then I texted her, hey, I got home yesterday, I didn't get electricity, so that's why I didn't text you. So I didn't even get her text asking me, are you home or whatsoever. So that got me worried that probably maybe this person has checked out, because I told her that I didn't mean what I said. So fast forward, I guess we spoke, and Friday comes. Usually we spend the weekend together, and the weekend comes and she's not saying anything. She's silent. I'm silent. I usually am the one that always goes to her whenever we have issues. Like always, actually. So my issue here is that I actually went to her again yesterday and tried to talk to her, and then we had more issues again. More on top of that, one of those was that I called her a woman, and she said that I shouldn't put that title on her because she doesn't understand what a woman is. And then I tried to describe it as my woman. You basically support me, let me lead, and then she said, no, we in partnership. It's partnership. So also we had a moment that we basically had a back and forth and ended up saying we would actually talk again more of this. But I asked her if she still loves me, and she said she doesn't know. So my issue here, I wanted to know if ever am I fighting a battle that a losing battle, or maybe I'm just overreacting, or it's just me. I'm a little bit confused on how to handle this matter.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 34,
Nice. How old is she?
and she's 24.
So 10 years gap. And then you have been together for how long?
8 months.
8 months, yes.
Sibindi sakho bhuti sokutshintsha ama-religion abantu nge-8 months ungashadanga. Your liver, you want Arsenal and you play for Liverpool. Unesibindi. Ngomntwana umshiya nga-10 years. Yo. Inkohlakalo engaka bhuti. Yo. Umhlobo bani?
Oh, anonymous. Yeah.
Umhlobo bani?
I don't actually. I'm Zulu by surname.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I don't have a specific culture that I follow. I'm just a modern person.
Modern. There's nothing modern about you. And I love that she stood her ground. Yes. Don't call me your woman. We are partners. Oh, They raised her well. They raised her very well. And you don't have kids with her, obviously. Thank gosh. No. Like quick and sweet. Like, why do you think it's important for you to force someone to believe in what you believe in? Because you found her at 24 and all of a sudden she must change for a boyfriend. Do you think that makes sense?
No, it doesn't make sense. However, my issue, it's not me changing her religion, believing whatever. My issue here, it's her saying that she actually said this with her mouth, that she believes she is her own God. So,
and then what's wrong with that?
And then I felt like that line, it was a bit, for me, I don't know, I found that line as...
There's nothing wrong with that. But if it's uncomfortable for you, then move out of that space. It's as simple as that. You have to do the moving, not her. If she believes she is the God, she is the God that she believes she is. We all view our God differently. Some of us, God lives within us. Some of us, God lives outside of us. Some of us, God lives above us. Some of us, God lives around us. Some of us, God is the universe. You know? So, yeah. And no one should have the right to tell you, Guti, we are Shanya, or you are demonic when you say you are the God. Because there are scriptures that says that I am the image. Yeah, bo? So you need to do the adjustments. And possibly the adjustments, because it's a good thing that you find that out now, because you don't want to find yourself getting married, hoping she's going to change after you are married, and this becomes the reason why you divorce. Yeah. So just allow her to be who she wants to be. And if you can't, Wena, take it, haborokwa. Wabo?
Yeah.
What is your belief system? What do you believe in?
He's a Christian.
Louboutin.
Yeah.
All right. Your blood is red.
Yeah, the thing is, I think the reason it stresses me more, this is the only issue that I'm actually raising now, but throughout our relationship, I felt like I was the one that actually trying to compromise a lot.
Okay. That's where the mistake started. Yes, my brother. And your intentions were great, but also sometimes they could be coming from a place of insecurity.
Yeah.
You know,
true.
Uguti, you want to buy your way into the relationship by losing yourself and pouring more than you are being poured onto.
Yeah.
We understand. So
definitely.
Yeah, if you'll end up operating from an empty cup. I'm sure like now your cup is quarter to finish.
Yeah, because to be honest, I don't want to lie. I'm finding it hard because I'm actually attached to her. We had like it's been 8 months, but I actually share a lot with her. It's more like if ever we had to. It's like we've been together for years.
For years, I know that because you've done things that people do when they've been together for like 5-6 years, right?
Yeah, yes.
Right. What happened to your previous relationship?
That was we actually the lady had to move to another province, and we saw that
it won't work.
It won't work because I mean, if you're staying it's not like a province like 100 k's away.
Yeah,
it's like 500 kilometers. So insecurities and whatsoever. So we decided that you know what,
let's end it.
Let's release ourselves. Go move on.
Okay.
And then yes.
How long have you been together with that one?
I've been together with her for about 2.5 years, 3 years. So.
Nice. And then before that one, what happened?
To my relationship?
Yes, before the one that moved away.
Okay, the other one, it was because I cheated on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she found out and she left me.
Ah, good girl. Do you have children? Do you have child?
No, I don't have kids.
Oh, when I go sola. We'll be back. You're a good guy, you must know that, but I will try and help you. Okay.
Anonymous, you still good, Papa?
I'm still good.
All right, so
yes, Papi. I was saying to you that you're a good guy, but I think you could. I stand to be corrected. Ne?
Yes.
You could be dealing with some insecurities, something to do with your esteem. How confident are you as a guy with a woman, as in with your aesthetics? And when I say aesthetics, I'm talking your looks, your stigmatizations, your sex delivery, yabo?
Yes.
The full package, your finances. How secure are you?
I actually believe that I'm actually doing well for myself because I'm owning some few businesses, and also with the looks, I think I am okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm confidently so that I don't feel any insecurities about my body. I go to gym.
Nice.
So I don't feel any. I have nice skin. I'm dark, tall, whatever. So. So I don't think any insecurities are physically and also financially. So even though I'm not where I am, but I know that I'm actually trying to do well for myself.
Yeah, just to correct you, nobody gets to where they want to be.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Nobody.
True.
Nobody. Yeah. I don't care who you are. Nobody gets to where they want to be. You always chasing something. Ne?
Yes.
So you're doing well for yourself, Papa. You're doing well. I would give you a 9. I would really give you a 9.
Yes. So
out of 10. I would give you a 9 out of 10. It's the one that you need to fix. Ne? Take it easy, man.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Have fun. And they always say, Guti, age is nothing but a number. But in most cases, age is a number.
True.
Yeah, it is a number. You be careful when you date someone younger than you and you don't become their parent.
Yeah.
Unintentional or intentional, don't, because she will start hearing you as you want to be her father. Like, why are you telling me to do this? Why are you wanting me to change? Why are you angry that I've deleted the Bible? Why, you want to father her. Be careful that you don't do that. Ne?
Yes.
And where are you now? Are you on speaking terms?
Yeah, as I said yesterday, because we had some couple of days that we didn't speak.
Yeah.
So again, me and Nafuti, I went to her place.
Yes.
And and parked her. Then I called her, "Hi, I'm outside. Can you please come out?" She came, and then when she came out, we tried speaking, but there was a lot of. I actually felt like I was being more manipulated because the only thing she has that I did towards her is that the fact that what happened on Sunday, and I said that I am sorry about that, and she said that when last were you romantic, bought me like you used to do this. Okay, listen, what I did now just before I called in now, I went to a place and I bought a rose and dropped it off by her place.
One rose.
I think just a single rose, yes.
Yes, that's beautiful. Kuta, stop frowning.
I'm not frowning.
No, that's beautiful. It's a thought.
Not frowning at all.
Anonymous.
I got a rose yesterday.
Oh,
a rose.
tata wena.
Yeah.
When I got Rosemary.
Yeah, so I dropped the rose and just to lighten up because we said that we're gonna meet again and speak about this. So as she said that when last, and then I thought about, okay, let me see if ever maybe it's about this or what, because throughout I've been actually we talked about her childhood and also her trauma.
Okay, hold on, Anonymous. Because of time, how does it make you feel to say cut it off?
It hurts me.
It hurts you, ne? Let me tell you what I'm feeling here. So, as maso is Dina guye.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Yeah, so is Dina guye, and you don't want somebody to accept you back, knowing that now they're going to manipulate you and run the game because of your own doings, that they're now going to use it against you. Because there's two different types of people. There's a person who says, okay, I can see you acknowledge your mistakes. Let's fix it and never let it not happen again, and I can still love you the same way. Or I will take you back because I still want to gain A, B, C, and D from you, but now I'm going to run the game. You're not going to raise your voice at me. You're not going to ask me why I am. So now you're going to be working on eggshells.
Yeah, because she kept on, she kept on saying yesterday, you don't love me. Because I actually, to be honest, this is the truth. I actually feel like Vele, the thing is, she doesn't have that courage to tell me, dude, now I'm over you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Try and see. And I'm not saying try and fix it and see how it feels like. And if it does not work, just walk away, my brother, and do better next time. And try and date your level. And when I say your level, not only financially, mentally, spiritually, and otherwise, date and intellectually, date your level.
Ooh.
No? Okay.
You know.
All right, Anonymous. We have to go. We have to share mind, but here's a song dedicated to you and her. No, two. They pick different directions.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Bye.
South Africa, what advice do you have for Anonymous? Let's head on over to Samson out in Bronkhorstspruit. Samson, good morning.
Hey, good.
How are you doing?
Before me now, Safek.
Hey, putwa mina imanyana. Hey, na blazo shweshwe. Hey,
Manio.
Listen, man, guys. Brilliant advice from Somi as usual, man. Like, Somi was on point, man. It was brilliant. I think the guy is forcing the relationship and he is fighting a losing battle. Eventually, this thing it will crack and it won't be nice at the end. He has realized that now. I think it will be best for him to do the right thing now. Ngoma define everything. He must just run away. And in China, I think the girl must look the other side in Pumalanga, in Chonalanga, you know. I think he's building on a cracking foundation already. I think so. He's forcing this relationship, and at the end, he's the one who's going to be hurt most.
100%. Samson, thank you very much for that advice out in Bronkhorstspruit. All right, let's head on over to Tumisho out in Zebediela. Good morning, Tumisho.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good, thanks to yourself, Papa.
I'm also good. I just want to put it straight.
Yeah,
the advice that I'm going to give to Anonymous is the advice that Somizi gave to Anonymous. Walk away. That relationship, it's already dead. Honestly.
Yeah. You correct.
So so Missy had said it loud and clear. So there's no more any other advice. Even he mustn't even bother trying again. You just walk away out of that one. You see, so
Thank you, Puti. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks to Misho. Let's head on over to your voice notes 060-552-7303.
Good morning, Somgaga and the team.
Yeah,
Morning, it's
boo.
Victoria. To Anonymous announcer, this song Yabalega is speaking to you. Balega. If you sense that someone is not in tune with you with regards to your own beliefs, then don't force it. Just move on with your life, because it's going to be difficult changing someone. And I'm sure even you won't want to be changed from your belief. So balega.
You know, the departing point here should be Anonymous asking the lady to go to church with him. And she doesn't believe in that. The values do not align. And if you keep forcing this relationship, it's going to cause problems for you in the future. Because right now you sound like someone who is desperate for something to work. You know the values are not aligning. And you want to keep chasing this thing, hoping that one day it will meet you where you want it to meet you. And it's not going to happen. Just leave this whole relationship and look for what you want until you find it. Don't try to change people into what you want them to be.
Hey guys, I just want to tell Anonymous that he should never impose his beliefs or his whatever he believes in. You should never impose it on your partner or to the next person, because we are all different. Take your beliefs, run with your beliefs, and let the lady also run with her own beliefs. It is not advisable to impose your beliefs onto the other person. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Amen to that. You know, Kuto, there's so much to life than just throwing things out of the window based on certain things. But also there's reasons enough for you to go, this, and that is why it's important to know each other properly before you jump the broom. Do you understand? So that you know what you are financially compatible, sexually compatible, spiritually compatible, and so forth and so on. And sometimes compatibility does not mean you have to be identical in everything. Compatibility, it means the two things that make you different from one another, they gel together, you know? So you can have two different beliefs